Hi, my name is Michael Butler. I'm the Artistic Director of Center Rep, and this is Inside Center Rep, where we are on the set of our upcoming production of Dracula. I'm here with the actor who is playing our Dracula, Eugen Brancoviano.
Hey guys.
So let me start by telling you a little something about Eugen and how we met and came to do this project together, may I?
Right.
You know, as often I go to see a lot of shows in the Bay Area to see the work of actors and designers and directors. And I went to see a production of the opera, Don Giovanni, at Berkeley Opera. Beautiful production. Out comes this crazy rock star opera singer performer giving one of the most wildly imaginative, physically inventive, inspired performances I've ever seen on any stage, let alone an opera stage. And I'm thinking, God, this guy would be a great Dracula. And I look at your bio and I see you're from Romania.
Right, yeah.
And I think, wow, Vlad the Impaler himself.
Right.
And then when we talk, I find out that you actually are, in fact, a descendant.
There's a family relation, yeah.
Yeah, you're a descendant of Vlad the Impaler. So it's like, okay, you get the part.
Miss Lux, you are looking more yourself this evening.
I feel better already, Count.
Count Dracula, Professor Van Helsing.
A most distinguished scientist whose name we know even in the wilds of Transylvania.
So what is it about, you know, this Dracula, Dracula in this production, and you, what are some of the, the elements of that world and that character that have been the most appealing to you, that you've wanted to really explore, and maybe even what has surprised you as we've worked on it?
I mean, without wanting to spill the beans, as you can see, there are lots of nooks and crannies. So just the physical challenge and the way that I could really express every aspect.
And you're a very
Dracula.
physical actor.
I am.
Yeah.
And you know, when I read through the script, I said, okay, we have a Dracula as an old man. We have the animalistic Dracula. We have the suave, like you were saying in rehearsal, the 007 Dracula,
right.
and then the
Dracula.
Exactly, 00 Dracula. James Blood, and then the primal, feeding, predatorial Dracula, and then the defeated Dracula, who in the face of his own defeat will not give up and will go gladly to his own doom, but in the arms of the woman he loves.
And very romantic Dracula,
absolutely,
too.
Yeah. It's such a human-driven story. And, but to go back to the audience, in the audience, everybody must have at least seen 10 versions of any Dracula. And to then put it on stage, I hope will re-enliven their own vision of it. Because to see it on a celluloid screen or a TV screen is one thing where you have the feeling you're outside of it. But in here, as you can see, even the chairs are red, they're blood drenched. It's the level of proximity that I think will garner some level of connection so that they become even part of the show. And I hope that the audience will be also, as they sit down and the lights will go down, it's like, are we going to make it out of here? Are we next? Okay, is there a vampire on the wall? And
people like to be scared.
Absolutely.
It's, it is fun.
With everybody, being so vampire aware these days with, the Eclipse movies and God knows how many renderings of that, I think it's just the right time to in a way, take the Swiffer duster, dust it off and show it in a way, hopefully, that people haven't seen it before.
Welcome to my house.
My stay may be very interesting. Let me remind you that the superstitions of today are the scientific facts of tomorrow.
You have a great lust for life, Count?
How well you phrase it, Miss Lucy.
I fear I am the only living soul in this place.
Don't you? He's coming!